This is Eric Riker. I'm John Kilpatrick. We're with Okolona Aikido, Louisville, Kentucky, USA. And one of the things that we have found out through lots of experiments is that your throws become extremely powerful if you step straight through your partner. And the way Aikido is normally done, you tend to go behind your partner or in front of them. You don't hit them directly on. So if I were doing a regular Ikkyo, for example, when I do the Ikkyo, typically you come in front of your partner here instead of hitting your partner. And what we're doing is going directly into our partner. And we've done this on a couple of the videos that we've done so far, but we didn't really get into a discussion of it. And one of the videos where we did it was Tenchinagi. And on Tenchinagi, normally the way this is taught, you step in here and then you come in for your throw. If you do this, of course in Aikido, normally your partner is being nice and cooperating with you. If your partner resists you and fights back, then coming in like this is very difficult because you're straight here. It's really hard to get any leverage to do anything. And so what we have done is instead of stepping in here, we stay back here to do the throw. And this is much safer because you don't have to come in nearly as deep to do your technique. Much of our practice is against weapons, particularly knives, and it's safer not to have to come in so deep. So from here then, I can step in and throw here, and there are a couple of things that are important. One thing that's important is that I'm breaking its structure here. So this arm comes out and breaks his structure, and that's very important. And then this hand is striking. Now he's holding that in this exercise so you can study it without really hitting your partner. You can do the strike, you can put force in it, but you don't hit him because he's holding your hand. And then here, instead of going past him, instead of coming here, instead of being here and coming here like you normally do, on this one, and I'm no throw here, but I'm coming and hitting with my thigh or my buttock. I'm turning sideways to do this. Turning sideways is really important because if you come in straight and hit your knee against his knee, one of you is very likely to be injured, and we don't want injury. So when you do this, doing things this way ends up being kind of an advanced technique because it's dangerous. You can really hurt your partner. So be sure and turn so that you're hitting with the soft part of your body, not with your knees. So that's the one, we've already shown that in a video. Another place where this is really useful is Ikkyo. And you know, we've got probably in here a couple of places where we've shown various ways to do an Ikkyo. But finding a way to do Ikkyo that's really practical in a fighting situation is difficult. You know, I'm not sure of his name, but Christian Tisner, or however you say his name, I don't speak French, but you know, he's one of the top people in the world, and he said Ikkyo was so frustrating for him that he just stayed away from it for years. And it is really frustrating. And like I showed at the beginning here, we're taught to step in here and come across. And getting that to work is really hard. And once you get it to work, it's real easy to counter just doing basic Aikido. So it's really difficult. So what we're doing instead is coming in here and coming direct from out here and coming directly into him with our hip. And so when we do that, this becomes a devastating throw. It just really flattens you. So the important things here is you're taking this down and breaking his structure. I'm staying out here. I'm not coming in close, so it's not nearly as dangerous for me. And so then if I do this, I'm coming here, and it just, it's devastating for uke. You have to, like I say, these are advanced. You have to be careful because you can really hurt your partner. And then in practice, of course, we're coming here to protect our partner. In a little more advanced practice, when you come in here, you're hitting your partner in the head. So this is an atemi to the base of the skull or the side of the skull here, rather than just pushing on his arm. Although pushing on his arm works extremely well. I'll also point out here that when you're doing these, any of these, you're really leaning forward here. And so you can really put your body weight into the throws. Another application of this is, let's do it from over here. Another application is kokinagi. And like I said, a lot of our practices against knives, we love to do freestyle with everybody attacking you with knives or swords or something. And so we do a kokinagi that is like this, where he's coming. And so on this kokinagi, we like this because it's really fast, it's very, very easy, and it's very devastating for the person you're throwing. And so what's happening here, when you do a basic kokinagi, you come here, well, let's get back. You come here, you step out here. So this is perfect for what we're doing, because on kokinagi, you're already out here leaning into your partner, and usually you step behind him. But in this case, we're going to come under that leg. We're going to drive directly into him here and knock his hips out from under him. So I'm coming in and directly hitting him here and knocking him down. And of course, here in this basic practice, he's holding my arm. But really, you're coming up here with an elbow striking through and following through with your hand striking. So you're doing a full-blown, so I'm coming here with a full, powerful strike, diagonal strike coming down. So that when now we're leading, of course. You know, we've had so many videos on leading, you wouldn't have guessed that. So he strikes, I'm leading here. Now he can cut back into me. So I catch this and bring it back across me, and it turns him there. So now we've got this alignment. And then this arm comes up, strikes, and smashes him into the floor. This ends up being very, very powerful. You know, again, you have to be really careful with your partners. You can really hurt your partners with these. And then one other application I'll talk about, you can use this, we're taking the practice of just calling this Irimi. And Irimi has a lot of different meanings in Aikido, but this is what we call Irimi. This is so powerful and so useful. And the other one is, if he strikes with a Yoko Manuchi, and say I come to his front here, and normally when we do this, we would just spin and slam him into the floor in front of us. If this goes south for some reason, then I can come here, drive and hit him with my hip and flatten him. So it lets you switch from your spinning technique into your Irimi very quickly with tremendous power, so that if at first you fail, you can try again.